This is the point that forces us to look at Datan and Aviram in a deeper way. According to the Arizal, their story does not end when the earth swallows them. They return in a later story, one of the greatest public revelations of Hashem and Tanach, Eliyahu at Har Carmel. In Shara Gilgulim, the Arizal places Datan and Aviram in Shoresh Kayin, the root of Kayin. The root is connected with Gevurah, with great force, with a mixture of enormous potential and dangerous evil. That already changes the way we look at them. They're not random troublemakers. They are expressions of a charged spiritual root that can become holy, fire, or destructive fire. Korach is also listed in that root. So their joining together is not accidental. It is a cluster of Gevurah energy that refuses to be sweetened by Moshe and Aaron. In Sefer Halikutim on Korach, the Arizal says that the Datan and Aviram are later reincarnated in the two bulls at Har Carmel. Eliyahu challenges the prophets of Baal. The two bulls are brought. One goes to Hashem, one goes to Baal. According to the Ari, these two bulls correspond to the Datan and Aviram. The Ari makes a remarkable statement. Datan was more sweetened than Aviram. Therefore, the bull corresponding to Datan came up in the lot for Hashem. Aviram was harsher, more wicked, and his bull came out for Baal. But then something amazing happens. The bull of Baal refuses to go. Eliyahu whispers to it, just as Hashem's name will be sanctified through your friend, it will also be sanctified through you. Only then does it go. Think about what this means. In the Korach story, Datan and Aviram stand against Moshe and help create Machloket. In the Eliyahu story, the same root becomes part of the greatest public declaration of unity, Hashem Hu Elokim. Even the bull assigned to Baal becomes part of Kiddush Hashem. It stands on the wrong side externally, but the whole drama reveals Hashem. That is a Tikkun tailor-made for the Datan and Aviram. Even their resistance is eventually forced to serve revelation. The Arizal does not make their sin smaller. If anything, it makes it more serious. A person with a small soul who causes trouble is one thing. A person with a powerful root who distorts that power is much more dangerous. But it also means we cannot look superficially. If Hashem later rectifies them through Eliyahu, then their energy had a place in the divine story. It was corrupted, punished, and eventually redirected. And this is the whole theme of the series. Do not flatten people. Do not look at them in a simple, superficial way. Datan and Aviram are guilty. They are rebels. They are punished, but they also spiritually significant. Connected to Hashem, connected to Gevurah, Machloket, Moshe, Korach, and later Eliyahu. The Torah wants us to see how dangerous holy potential becomes when it is not sweetened. The Arizal gives us the final frame. The same souls that resisted Moshe eventually become part of Eliyahu's revelation. The destructive Gevurah of Machloket is rectified into Kiddush Hashem. That is why we must learn them deeply, not superficially. Now we can close the entire series with the main life lesson. Datan and Aviram saw Moshe's speech and feared death. They saw the beginning of Geulah and saw suffering. They may have seen the plague of darkness and felt that redemption had come at an unbearable price. Korach then gave that pain ideology. All are holy, therefore no hierarchy. All should be included, therefore no painful bearer. But Moshe teaches a different path. Moshe also feels pain, but he brings it to Hashem. Moshe also knows the power of speech, but he uses it only as Hashem commands. Moshe is the most humble man, yet he carries the strongest authority because it is not his, not from his heart. The Torah's answer is not that Geulah is easy. It is not. The answer is that Geulah must be true. Egypt cannot come to Sinai. The left must be sweetened by the right. Gevurah must be included in Hesed. Holy speech must become Shalom, not Machloket. And the Arizal adds one more layer of hope. Even Datan and Aviram are not wasted. Their energy is eventually rectified at Har Carmel. The same root that once opposed Moshe becomes part of the cry, Hashem hu Elokim. So the final message is not that Datan and Aviram were secretly right. They were not. The message is deeper. Even when a person's question begins with real pain, if it is not sweetened by humility, it can become rebellion. But even that distorted force can someday be brought back and used for Kiddush Hashem. That is why we study them deeply, because the danger they represent is not outside of us. It is the danger of recognizing holiness, fearing its demands, and turning pain into accusation. And the Tikkun is also inside us, to take our questions, our Gevurah, our pain over the cost of redemption, and bring it to Hashem, not against Moshe.